be afraid as much as you can. Because being afraid means you're about to breach your comfort zone. And when you're afraid, expose yourself to your fears and break through, you'll have grown. Not letting fear hold you back from your potential. I'm Kelsey and welcome to my digital art series, where I tell inspirational stories while creating Photoshop magic. In this video, I'll turn myself into a lion, a symbol of courage, while sharing my story of how I overcame my fear of public speaking. Let's start at the roots, because the first step to overcoming fear is understanding where it comes from. I was in middle school, and like many others, I was incredibly afraid of public speaking. My self-esteem was at an all-time low. I was an extreme introvert who was highly self-conscious about my appearance from people pointing out my physical flaws, and had an extremely self-deprecating mindset. So any form of public speaking resulted in me feeling suffocated over being judged. During presentations, I remember shaking with my scripts in hand, worrying about forgetting what I've practiced several times, and developing a body temperature as if my head was melting in the Sahara, while ice was slowly forming in my chest. Often, a river of words wanted to force their way out of my throat, but was constricted by the dam I put before them, myself. It sucked, and I wanted to get out of that routine. At the time, I was super into fantasy adventure novels. One of my favorites was The Two Princesses of Bimere by Gail Carson Levine, the author who brought supernatural creatures, magic, and adventure to my world. It featured Princess Addie, who I felt strongly connected to at the time. Like my 12-year-old self, she was fearful of creatures that didn't exist, and lacked self-confidence. Yet, despite her fears, Addie mustered up the courage to go on a dangerous quest to save her sister, who, like a fish on land desperately waddling its way towards water, suffered on the brink of death. And after persevering through adversities, Addie became mentally stronger, and saved the courageous sister who she admired. Little did I know that my favorite quote from the novel's ending poem would soon be applied into my daily life. Step follows step, hope follows courage. Set your face toward danger, set your heart on victory. Step 1. Step follows step, hope follows courage. I reached out to my grade 7 English teacher, who I'll call Miss Awesome, and hoped to get advice on confronting my fear. I shared my aspiration in a journal entry since it was an integral part of my English class. And it was that simple act of writing down my thoughts on paper that ultimately changed my life for the better. She learned I was struggling with public speaking, even though I made an effort to participate in class. Once I received my journal back from her, I saw her encouraging note in neat cursive blue ink. She suggested that each day, my goal can be to answer a question or share a thought at least once or twice in each course. Right then, I thought about Addie. It was my time to set my face toward danger, outside of my comfort zone. And when I felt discouraged or overthought speaking in class, Miss Awesome still believed in me and called my name to answer. Startled, I would often spit out the imperfect, sometimes jumbled up mess in my head, but eventually, I decided to embrace my imperfections and participate out of my own accord as a part of my daily class interactions. Step 3. Set my heart on victory. The value of communicating my thoughts with others and connecting with people on a meaningful level started to trump my fear of public speaking. It was thanks to Miss Awesome that I aimed for communication rather than perfection in speech, and developed the confidence to share my ideas with others and connect through language. I started to let go of judgments I had no control over and stop caring about what others thought of me, so I could allow myself to be vulnerable enough to speak honestly. My quest is not over though. I still get nervous sometimes when it comes to public speaking. However, instead of wishing that the nervousness would go away, I try to convert it into positive energy during my presentations. Now, I embrace the opportunity to share the value that I can bring to those around me. So if there's one thing you get out of this, be afraid. Expose yourself to your fear, and you may learn something positive about it that makes you stronger. Thanks for watching. Share this video to anyone you think could use a push to confront and overcome their fears. Keep inspiring.